What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Destroyed Konoha with His Counterparts. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and shout out is due where it is due. So before continuing this, shout out to my boy Shiroz Nadeem for suggesting me this idea. I'm going to be following your plot my guy, and aside from this might not be a ship movie at all. Now make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins with a 13-year-old Uzumaki Naruto, as he was currently seen entering inside Hiruzen Sarutobi's office. As we see him lurking into the shadows, since he was a younger kid, he was somehow able to dodge and evade each and every one of the shinobis and the Anbus even after pranking them. So this was his most highlighted skill, to be a stealthful ninja. Well, at least almost a ninja. You see, what happened was that he failed his Genin exam third time. So that is why he was here after his Mizuki sensei told him about a secret test from which he could become not only a Genin but also the Rookie of the Year, showing everyone that he was definitely going to become the Kage. So here he was. As he was lurking into the shadows, he heard his Gigi talking. As he stopped for a moment to see what his Gigi was doing. As we see, he wasn't talking to a figure. So, Minato is out there with his daughter, huh? Yes. So how long we have to endure that demon? As Naruto eyes widen, because he remembered that when he was younger, many of the people called him a demon and demon reincarnates. Oh, you mean the kid? Yes, who else? I'm tired of playing nice. He's the reason my wife's dead. I want that kid gone. I'm tired of him. Well, in due time, Minato said that once he returns, his daughter will be the one to execute him and kill him once and for all. Still can't believe that bastard gave up his son like that, just easily. Well, like us, they're also afraid. The seal failed on the kid and the QB is corrupting his mind. I'm just saddened that all those memories that I've spent, I wish that it was with Rie and Naruto. Well, that they are. Didn't I told you, Sensei? Naruto is going to lose his mind when he reaches at the age of 14. Yeah, I'm saddened by that. One more year and Naruto will be gone and only the demon will remain. And unfortunately, that is when he will be killed. As Naruto's eyes widen, his blood ran cold when he heard these words. And that is when he decided to dash out of there, forgetting about the test and everything else. As he dashed and arrived at his home, as he locked his apartment door and went to his bed, he was panting heavily. What he has heard has just proven his worst nightmares. All those dreams, all those memories, they were all fake. He was being used again. He was enraged. His sorrow has turned into rage. And that is when he heard a voice. They are lying, kid. They are lying because your parents blamed you. Who is this? Who else? QB? Yes. Come inside your mindscape. I have a, conversation with you that I need to do. How do I? As in an instant, Naruto slumped back to his bed, tired. And when he opened his eyes, he was inside a huge cave in which in front of him was a huge prison like bars, and behind it was a Kyuubi no Yoko. So you're... Yes, I am Kyuubi no Yoko. Why do they think that I'm you? And why does the fourth think that I'm... Well, the thing is that what happened was 13 years ago, as Naruto saw his, Kyuubi's memories, more like it, when Kyuubi was broken free and he was put under control by a genjutsu user such as an Uchiha, he was launched upon the village, and Minato used his own children, meaning Naruto as well as his daughter Mito, to seal the QB and its chakra. Chakra was given to the Mito and soul was given to Naruto. But somehow the seal was different than Mito's, even if the hand seals were same. And that draw the conclusion by his own mother that Naruto was being taken over by the demon, causing them to disown him and leave him here in the wolf's den. And that is when Naruto remembered each and every beating he was given and all that stuff until now. As now, we see Naruto gasping for air. What the? Was that Was it the truth? Yes, kid. I know the truth pill is quite hard to swallow, but it is the truth. Your own parents have submitted you to this fate. So what? Am I just supposed to die at the age of 14? Are you really going to take over my mind? That is something that they assumed on their own. And as for, am I going to take over your mind? If I wanted to, I could have done when you were the most vulnerable. When you were an infant child. And that is when Naruto realized. Meaning that they're wrong, kid. Maybe I can prove to them. You think they would listen? They would only think that it is me who is trying to convince them so that they could let me leave so I can attack them again. Then why tell me this? Because I want you to know that it's not because of me. It's because of your own family. It is because of your own people who you trusted. This is going to happen. Your downfall will. So what do I have to do? What do you mean you have to do? There's nothing you can't do. The seal is unstable. I must admit that. But that is because the seal was made as a vacuum for me to absorb my own chakra from me too. And by the time she resided next to me, I was able to stock up my chakra back to where it was. Meaning you're yes, a complete Biju. What she has is a shell form of my chakra, which is bound to run out in 1 or more 2 years or so. Then she's normal kid, nothing else. And you, who is a perfect Jinchuriki, will be just killed off, and I will be released back. So, I brought you here to tell you that if there is any last wish of yours, you can tell me. I will tell them after you die. As Naruto was on the verge of tears again. Oh, come on. Are you gonna laugh at me again? Well, why shouldn't I? I mean, you humans haven't done anything unless to torture me and keep me here against my will. And Naruto looked down, not coming up with an answer before he left. I'm leaving. Go ahead and leave, kid. And spend the remaining days that you have the way you want. As Naruto's eyes opened, as he was sent here without the consent of a Kyuubi. As now we go inside his mindscape to see that behind Kyuubi a voice said, Kurama, why did you do that? Said a voice as Kurama turned towards him to see that it was his own father. It was need to be done, Tojan. I need to test out the kid and his will to survive. If he doesn't have any will after this, then I cannot do anything. I see. So it is a test then. He has only 1 year left to live. If he doesn't come up with a plan, then I guess I'll just go with the flow and destroy them regardless. Or much better yet, just sit on the sidelines to watch them being destroyed by their own fate. You know that I don't want that to happen. But they are the pestilent vermins that need to be eradicated, Tojan. They are the cause of all this. Hashirama Senju was the start of this. And you want Naruto to be the end of this? Yes. If it ends, then ends with him. Then you have to help him then, son. Because as in an instant, Kyuubi's eyes were on what has happened. The seal disappeared completely. And not only that, on Naruto's both palms, a sun and a moon seal appeared. I have given him my old powers. He is the next sage of the sixth path. Tojan, now that is not right. How can you choose so, easily and carelessly? I chosen rightfully. And whatever he wishes to do with this world, it is his concern now. And you are to follow him alongside your siblings. Damn it. Fine, I'll help him. As the next day we see Naruto arriving at the ramen stand. As he began to notice, as he was now seeing things differently, that people were really just acting around him. As he finally returned back to his house, not bothering to eat any. And he was just sitting on his bed, curled up all together. As that is when Kyuubi sucked him in back to his mindscape. What do you want from me? Just let me live as I am. So you really don't have any wish to live now? Of course I do. But who will help me? I haven't been taught how to use chakra properly, how to do taijutsu properly. What can I do? They are strongest shinobis of their time. And what am I? Nothing. Well, you're not nothing right now, but you can be something. I will train you here. One day outside will be 100 years inside. Are you up to that task, kid? And whatever happens here will affect your body physically. Really? Yes. and you have been given new powers, the powers of the Sage of the Sixth Path. And together, with my help, I know what we will do. As Naruto then accepted this offer since he wanted to live. And so, the training journey began for Naruto. He was taught the basics of the basics from Kyuubi, and since in the real time one day was over, Naruto was not much more buff, as well as he was able to control and manipulate his chakra as well, and was able to activate his Rinnegan as well, on will, as he was also wear only tattoos on his palms, the sun and the moon seal. And Naruto was now ready. Since he was by mentality 100 years of age, he was able to create many possibilities of how he could counter attack all of them. But in the end, he was aware that there might be a way for them to defeat him. So he came up with a conclusion. He needed help. Where could he get that? And in his final days inside the Mindscape, he came up with a conclusion after discussing it with the Kyuubi that he needed the help of his counterparts. So that is what he was going to do. But for that, he needed to steal the Scroll of Sealing. As after that, we see Naruto now in real time waking up. Alright, Kurama, I'm going to go and steal the scroll. And in an instant, without any Harishin or anything, he disappeared in a yellow flash and appeared inside the Hokage's office. So there is the Scroll of Sealing. As Naruto grabbed it, made a replica of it, and disappeared altogether without anyone noticing. As now he was beginning to read each and every one of the jutsus that were there. And finally was able to come up with his own seal after finding none useful there. If I use this with enough chakra, I'll be able to use them. I still can't believe this scroll is the most treasured scroll of this village. I can't even find a one good seal inside of it. And they call themselves the elite of the elite shinobi villages. Yeah, talk about bragging, right? Said Kyuubi. Yes, Kurama. Now let us begin. As Kyuubi then said, right here? Yes, where do you want me to go then? I think it is time for the village to know that the Uzumaki Naruto is dead and Kyuubi really has taken over. Just to surprise them. Oh really now? Yep. How about this, Naruto? I have a plan. I'm interested. As after that, half an hour later, we see Naruto's house exploded as the Nine Tails finally emerged and everyone was shocked. What? The seal broke already? And that is when they saw Naruto, covered in blood, standing in front of them. Didi, what is that thing? Naruto, my boy. Wait, what is going on? Everyone was confused. That thing. I felt stomachache and that thing came out of me. What is that? And that is when the whole populace realized the kid was just a kid. And that is when they were horrified to know that they were just torturing a kid all this time. And so was Minato. Meaning Minato, so was Sarutobi. Meaning Minato and Kushina and Jiraiya and Tsunade. And even him. All were wrong this time. Naruto was just really Naruto. GD, And that is when Naruto was impaled by Kyuubi. Rest easy, kid. And guess what? All of you. You have been torturing a kid as you have said. I was just recovering and regaining my, chakra all this time. And now since I have, I'll be leaving. What? You can't just leave after killing one of our own. One of your own. All of you claimed that he was a demon. When I was sealed inside of him, I saw and heard through his eyes and ears what you all were thinking and talking about. And you, Hiruzen Sarutobi, are the most condensed form of trash because you was going to use this kid, but not any longer, since it is dead. And you, Danzo, I know you're watching. As a huge Bijudama was charged and thrown towards the Hokage office, blasting it into bits, killing Koharu, Homura, Civilian Council, Shinobi Council, as well as Danzo inside. This is my final present for now, but I will return, and after I resurrect the kid with the true memories of the past, he will as well, and you all will suffer by his hands. As that is when they all were horrified. Naruto was going to be resurrected, but that is when the Shinobi said, what can he do? You see, you idiots, he was blessed by the Sage of the Six Paths. Meaning, oh no, said Hiruzen. Yes, Hiruzen, he was the child of prophecy. And now, the prophecy has been changed. Meaning that the other path has been chosen. As Hiruzen just fell down. No, It cannot be. It was supposed to be her. Why is this happening? It is happening because of your own mistakes. As in a huge flame, body flicker, QB disappeared from there. As his laughing was only left there. Hokage-sama, we need answers. What was this prophecy and what was QB talking about? What was the sage of the sixth path? Said Kakashi. Gather everyone. I need to address everyone now. As after that, the whole village was gathered. In front of the destroyed, Hokage office and the council chambers. People of Konoha, Gakure, and Sato. At the time when Naruto was born, many secrets were kept. One of them were that he was the son of the Yondan, as well as Kushina Uzumaki, as everyone guessed. But we believe that his seal was different. Since Minato used the same seal on both of his children, the seal was different on Naruto, which was used to seal the QB's soul. And it turns out it really was different. And this whole time we believed that the QB was trying to corrupt his soul and eat away, and regaining Naruto's consciousness, but it was not the case. Naruto, as I saw, was still there, and QB was entirely different. And what you heard is true. There was a prophecy that my student Jiraiya was given. The prophecy was that a child from Yellow Flash and Red Death of Konoha will be born to either lead the world to salvation or towards destruction. And it seems that you pushed it towards destruction? Yes. That we have. But maybe the QB is lying, said one of the civilians. Maybe it is lying, but knowing how confidently QB said those words and seeing Naruto in front of me separately, I was shocked. What if we are wrong? What if there is a chance that we are wrong and the QB is right? What then? As all of them halted, thinking about it. What are we gonna do, Hokage-sama? We must need to find the kid. Even if he's brought back, we must tell him that we apologize for what we have done. We only did what we were told by the council. It is all the council's fault. The council is dead. There's nothing we can do about them now. But Minato, Kushina, and the rest of them are alive out there, training Mito. And it is time I contact them. As now we go towards Mito Uzumaki, who was trying so hard to tap into QB's chakra for the past year, but for some ever reason, she couldn't do that whenever she tried. Come on, Mito, try hard. I am trying, Tochan, it's not working. Okay, take a rest, okay? I'll just go and relax. As Jiraiya, who was standing there with a frown, and said, it's not working for some reason. For the past year, it has been difficult for her to gain chakra. What if it's the demon's doing? If it is, then we must go back and kill him now. As the letter arrived, as the toad that arrived there gave the letter to Jiraiya and disappeared. Huh? It's from Sensei. As Minato arrived there in an instant, as both of them began to read the letter and its contents, and they were shocked. What? But how is this possible? As with a huge outburst from Minato, Kushina, Mito, as well as Tsunade arrived there. What's wrong, Minato? What are you talking about? Read this, said Jiraiya. As Kushina began to read the letter, and after reading it, she dropped it. This is impossible. He was supposed to be dead. How could we be wrong? It was Naruto all this time. What? What do you mean it was Naruto? Said Tsunade. It was Naruto, Tsunade, said Jiraiya. Sensei saw him being killed by the QB after escaping from the seal. The seal was different because it was not placed properly there. And QB has regained its chakra back. And it has warned us that Naruto is the reincarnation of the Sage of the Sixth Path. It's a successor, and he's gonna bring him back. You know what this means, right? Everything will be revealed to him, and the prophecy will be going towards the other half. We messed up big time, Minato. We must do something to stop him. We must do something to stop him from being revived. What do you mean, stop him from being revived? Said Kushina. As much as it hurts for me to say this, Sensei's right, Kushina. If Naruto is revived, we know that he won't stop for anything. He will. Yes, you're right. I will come for you, said a voice as they stood there in shock and horror to see Naruto. Naruto? Yes, I have been brought back. As Naruto's eyes closed and opened, replacing his blue hues with Rinnegan, as they all got into battle stance. Naruto, whatever happened was just a mistake. A mistake? 13 years of my life, Minato Namikaze. I suffered. I was alone. And for what? To be killed off the next year? How do you... I knew. You see. I knew because I was there when you and... He's pointed towards Jiraiya and your sensei were talking that night. So there was someone there. It was you. Yes. I was going to prank Didi. But turns out that you were planning something whole regarding me. And I was able to know then and there that everything was a lie. And after monitoring everything around me for a few days, I was able to decipher that what QB has said was true. You all are nothing more than trash and you are not worth saving. Don't trust its words, Naruto. It's corrupting your mind. Silence! As a gust of wind flew by them, with such force that they were blown all the way back to their ceilings, as they fell down to the ground again. You will not utter a word about my brother. As a figure like Naruto appeared there. Hello everyone. As that figure had 9 tails behind him and orange-haired QB. It's you. Well, you wanted your son to be in a cubified state. I took his humanoid form. How does it look like? Different, right? As they all were shocked to see the QB. And I'm not here just to kill you right now. I'm here to warn you. I'm giving you all some time. Time to come up with a plan to stop me. You see, I want to test out my powers that I have learned while the time I was dead. I want you all to be eradicated. Either surrender to me peacefully under my banner, the new Sage's banner, or be eradicated as its enemies. As after that Naruto disappeared, you have been warned. We have to go back, said Jiraiya, as all of them were now scared. As after that we see all of them returning back, as it took them 1 month to go back to Konoha. As we saw that, they were shocked to see that the Hokage office was destroyed, as they found Hiruzen Sarutobi there. Sensei, you lied, Jiraiya. How did you even come up with that conclusion? As the people were looking at them with glares. It's all their fault. So much for being a hero, you were. You were nothing more than a bad omen. You are the cause of our destruction and death, Minato Namikaze. Our deaths, our blood, are all written in your hands. Your hands are covered by our blood, as well as for those of our relatives. As Minato just looked down and ignored them. Silence. It is not their fault. But it is, said Kakashi, arriving there. I told you and him that day I could take care of Naruto, because I saw something inside of him that spoke innocence. But you told me that I was a kid and didn't know any better. So I was told to stay away, because I helped him once. But you wanted him broken, so he could be molded into a weapon. If not, then killed. As after that, both of them looked down. Enough about this, Kakashi. Enough about what, Jiraiya? That I'm right? That you were all wrong? Well, you have to listen. I'm sorry that I'm speaking up now, but I have every right to. And you have every right to shut your ass up and listen to me. Now listen to me here, boy. I know what happened was wrong, but there's nothing we can do to change it. All we can do is, what, wait and let ourselves be destroyed? Well, yes, about that. It might have already begun. What do you mean? Said Hiruzen, as everyone was now attentively listening. Naruto was revived. He visited us. He gave us a warning. Either be under him, under his rule or regime, or be considered as, well, enemies and, well, erased. His eyes, they were Rinnegan, and Kyuubi was separate from him. Rinnegan, the Sage's eyes. As visibly Hiruzen slumped down. He knew that they were all messed up and fucked. And not only small level of royally fucked. And they knew that they need to come up with something of a countermeasure. And that is when they heard the news that Amegakure was destroyed. Because Naruto went there, but not alone. He had many figures just like him there, and this caused huge concerns for all of them. As now we go towards Naruto before the attack. We see that after Naruto departed from his family, he was all by himself inside a warehouse in an abandoned location. As Naruto began to draw his hand seals, and in an instant, 5 portals opened and out walked an Uchiha Naruto, and a Senju Naruto, and a God Naruto himself, and God Hero Naruto, and Demon King Naruto. So why have you summoned us? Said the God Naruto. I have summoned you because of only one thing, if you know. So what, you have tough past? You couldn't have dealt it on your own? Well, I could have, but I know that they would have come up with countermeasures. I'm not that strong as all of you. I was only able to find you after years worth of search. And you are all 5 of my strongest counterparts. Uchiha Naruto, who was able to destroy his own world with his Susanoo alone. And Senju Naruto, after being betrayed, using his Mokuton, was able to cover the whole world in nature, killing each and every one of the shinobis. Man, God of War Naruto, your rage alone is enough to destroy the gods, because you defied their will. So, that is why I summoned you. Why me though? Well, your name is more than enough. Demon King Naruto. You're a king of the demons. You control them. And you rule over humans with terror. So you call me here for what? Getting lessons or something? Yes, more or less, you can say. And why me? I know you are a hero, but you only save those who need saving, and you kill those who need killing. And these people, they don't deserve saving. Then I'm guessing that I'm not your man here. No, I called you here for only one thing. Copy. He activated his Rinnegan as Hero Naruto watched that his powers and everything was copied. What did you do? I copied each one of your powers and abilities. And now you're going to go back. What? As in an instant, Hero Naruto disappeared. So, is it us 4 now? Yes, us 5 now. And we are gonna go and destroy each and every village. Wait, you know about Akatsuki, right? Akatsuki what? Akatsuki. You haven't dealt with that yet? How young are you, kid? Oi, I am you. Can we stop bickering? I know that we are all in the end Narutos, but what's the point here? You don't even know about the Akatsuki, and yet you call us here like it's the end of the world. It is because I am the end of the world. Oh, I see. Then please continue. Who is this Akatsuki? You all know, right? Said Uchiha, looking towards the rest of them, who nodded. Well, listen up, kid. As after explaining to this universe Naruto, as Uchiha Naruto did, about the Akatsuki, he made him aware what their plan was. And this made Naruto aware that he could save a lot of people and a lot of allies. So we're gonna go destroy this Akatsuki? You know where this is? Amegakure, if I am right. After that you need to take care of Orochimaru, said Senju Naruto, because he might be able to replicate your powers after seeing this, or your seals. I see, that is a good question. We must take care of him as well. Anything else? That I should be aware of Eva, said Demon King Naruto. They have a habit of trying to intervene whenever I was planning. Alright, they'll be the next one. Anything else? Other than that, only we should be worrying about Konoha. All of them said in unison. So we all know Konoha is nothing more than a pest. Yes, a big one. Alright then, it is decided. As now we have end of the flashback. As now the news was spread throughout the whole elemental nation that Amegakure was destroyed by a person who looked the same but yet different and had different abilities, such as the Mokuton, the Sharingan, as well as many of the demons were seen there, it seems. And not only that, there was also a person who was flying and using beams to destroy and kill multiple people. A huge mass genocide. And in an instant, Kage Summit was called. And all of the Kages were sitting there. So I presume that all of you are aware of what happened to Amegakure. Even if it was a minor village, we should be aware of this matter. What if that figure attacks us again? Or those people? as Minato, who was there, was quiet, completely still and quiet. What are we gonna do about this figure? This figure needs to be brought in and brought to justice for what he has done. He cannot just wake up and want to destroy a village like that. There must be something behind it, said A, countering Oniki's questions. But still, there is a proper way to deal with this, not just outright go and destroy and mass genocide everyone. Oh, you're one to talk, Oniki, said a voice, as Naruto jumped down and looked at all of them. What do you mean? As from behind Naruto, an Uchiha version of him, a Senju version of him, as well as a Demon King version of him and a God version of him appeared. As in front of them stood Naruto. What the hell is going on here? Meet my counterparts. But first I must introduce myself. How rude of me. My name is Naruto. I am from Konoha, previously known as Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze. And this right here is Uchiha Naruto from different dimension. And this is Senju Naruto. And this is Naruto God of War. And this is Naruto, King of the Demons. As everyone was shocked by their titles. And I presume you already met the QB, as a version of Naruto jumped down with 9 tails. Hello everyone. As all of them were shocked. Naruto? Oh, shut up. You didn't really think that I would alone attack you. I thought I made sure that I was going to obliterate you if I was given a chance, and that is something that I look forward to, Minato no Mikaze. I am gonna do what I said to you. That is to obliterate you into 1,000,000 bits. As he looked down, please son, stop this. Stop it, you're bullshit, old man. I'm not your son, I never really was. Yes, talk about bullshit. You know, you kinda remind me of my old man. Or at least that's what he thought he was to me. He raised me, well, like a normal kid at least, until I realized his true motives, which was to sacrifice me to gain eternal life for his wife, who was dead. Talk about pathetic, right? I literally killed this son of a bitch and gained the powers of a god of war, said God Naruto. And guess what? The whole Konoha wasn't having it, so I ended up destroying them with a single snap. As now they were all scared and shocked. You think that is that easy to destroy us? Oh, I think so. More than that, said Senju Naruto as he raised only one finger as huge amount of chakra was released. So much that even the Kages were still and frozen. You don't want to mess with us. Just surrender peacefully, or you might all suffer. We will never surrender. Okay then. I guess we know now which one to destroy first. It is Eva after all. What do you? As in an instant they all disappeared, leaving the original Naruto. We are all shadow clones. As you know, memories of the shadow clones go back to their originals. And we are all spread out on each and every village. Me especially over Konoha. First one is Eva, and then will be Mizu, and then it will be Kumo, and then it will be Suna. Then it will be Taki, and finally it will be Konoha. Why Taki? They also have a Jinchuriki, and Kurama will be going there. As all of them were now shocked, who is Kurama? Well, guess what? Who Kurama is? Kurama is none other than the Nine-Tailed Fox himself. Why are you doing this? What will you get after destroying all of us? What will I get? I will fulfill the prophecy that they also worshipped and sucked ass off. The prophecy of the destruction or preservation. They were so hell-bent on being heroes that they thought that they could manipulate the prophecy and be the ones on top. They never wanted you all to survive. They only wanted Konoha to survive. That is a lie. We wanted everyone to be safe and allies. Oh really now, Minato? Because that is not what I see when I saw myself. Because I was pretty sure that you wanted to be sure that I was killed and dead at the age of 14. It is because that you thought was different from what it really was, right? You never even gave me a second chance. And what makes you all think that person would have given you all a second chance? Nope. After regaining the title of the savior of the world, they would have overthrown you and controlled you because of the child of prophecy. If it really was my also presumed sister. Don't talk about her like that. She's what? A failure. If she really was a child of prophecy, she would have at least learned something. I learned everything that I know today. For only one day. In only one day, all thanks to QB. and in an instant Naruto disappeared. So long. At least that is what I'm going to say to your village. And as for the Iron Country, I know something about I can do here. As all of them were trapped there, what have you done? Iron Country is trapped now. And after finishing our job, this will be the place where we all will be returning and destroying and finishing you up all in one go. Please have mercy on us. Don't do this. Sorry, I'm all out of mercy for you bastards. And in an instant Naruto disappeared. As all of the Kages were now yelling and swearing at Konoha for doing this because it was them who caused this mess. Even Iron Country was doing this. As now we go towards the originals. As we go towards Uchiha Madara. As he walked inside the village, as he was being stopped and halted. And in an instant he summoned a huge meteoroid, landing upon them and destroying them all. And then he summoned his huge amount of Susanoo, which was completely white, and the destruction and havoc followed suit. And in the end nothing remained but dust and destruction. And next we go towards Mizu village, where we see none other than Demon King Naruto standing. As with his demonic powers, he released huge amount of demon army, which ate every human alive, shredding their skin and flesh out of their bones and killing them. As he enjoyed this from his throne. As now we go towards Kumo, where we see the Senju Naruto. Has used his single Moketan ability to cause huge amount of wooden spikes, killing and impaling each and every one of the humans and sucking off their chakra from their body, rendering them, well, chakraless and exhausted and killed in an instant. As the Jinchurikis of the said villages arrived there, and they were shown the reality of what was going to happen, and they sided with the Naruto of the time that was there. As now we go towards Taki, as the youth Biju saw that the girl was again being bullied. You're a demon. You shouldn't have even been existed. I can't believe my daughter is a demon, said a woman crying and hitting the girl. Shut up, woman. You don't even know what demon is. Oh yeah? Like you do? Yes. As the person's eyes turned red as 9 tails appeared, because I am one, said a demonic voice as the huge Kimi no Yoko appeared, and the destruction followed suit. No matter how much they tried to stop it, but nothing happened. In the end, everything was destroyed and killed. As now we finally go towards the god Naruto, who was in Suna, as he then was floating in front of them, and besides him was Gaara, and he just couldn't kill his wife from his timeline, Temari, and his brother-in-law, well, Kankuro. So he kidnapped them as well. What are you going to do? What you should have done. So, Shikaku, I presume that you wouldn't mess around with him? No, my lord, I wouldn't dare. This, as the 3 siblings watched when a snap of finger came, the whole village turned into nothing more than crumbles and dust. This, as all of them were shocked. So you really are? Obviously, I told you I was the god of war, and this is my power. As now we go towards the original Naruto, as he was standing in front of the whole Konoha, as they all were now watching him, not moving until he's opened his eyes to reveal the Rinnegan. Please, stop this, son. As in an instant, all of the rest of them arrived. Is it done? Yes, it is. It was quite fun. It was, to be honest, quite boring. Why did you brought them here? He started looking towards Gaara's sibling. Oh, she's kind of my wife in the other dimension, so I couldn't just bring myself to kill her. As Temari blushed looking at that. But hey, you can maybe settle down with this version of mine. As they all were shocked to see what was standing in front of them. Is that a Senju? Hello, mother, he said, looking towards Kushina. As Kushina was shocked. What is this? I called help from the other dimensions. More like myself from other dimensions. Meet Uchiha Naruto. Senju Naruto. As all of them were shocked. God of War Naruto. And Demon King Naruto. The also demon that you wanted. Hello, everyone. As from his shadows, 2 demons appeared from his back. The real demons, which caused them all to, well, literally turn pale white. This is what a true demon looks like. And finally, no one else except for the rest of them arrived. As Tsunade then asked, you're a Senju, why would you? Oh, shut up, mother. Wait, what? Yes, you heard me right. In my dimension, you are my mother. But you were an abusive bitch because you lost what? Dan? So what? That old bastard died. I was still there with you, but in the end you didn't want me. You wanted that fucker. So, I guess I changed for the better and killed all of you and sent you to him. Tsunade was shocked when she heard this news. And now, your final time has come for you all. As in an instant they used all of their full potential and power and killed them in an instant. All Konoha saw was combined jutsus coming towards them, and then nothing but immense pain, which passed by like a millisecond, but still immense pain. And that second was the longest second in their life, because Naruto slowed down time, and after suffering for more than enough, they all perished. And finally all of the Narutos turned towards Iron Country, where everything was being displayed to them, as the Kages were now shocked that all of their homelands were destroyed. Now, since everything is gone and ended, so shall you. As the God of War then said. Should I? With all pleasure, said Naruto. They're all yours. I'm not gonna even waste my breath on them, as all of them were nothing more than dust after all the snap. And after that, Naruto turned towards all of his other counterparts. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming here and helping me out. Obviously, someone had to. These bastard thinks they can do whatever they want. Whenever there's help, you should call us. Yeah, but remember this. When the time comes, you should go and help others as well. The new sage. Obviously, I will. So what now? There are some minor villages who are alive, so the people haven't died out yet. And they have displayed your abilities as well. And now they are under your rule and regime. And not only that, you can still continue on with someone. Your own lineage. With who? You know, said God of War Naruto looking towards Temari, who blushed again, before all of them disappeared. Thank you, my friends. As Naruto looked towards the rest of the Jinchurikis over there, I know that your homes are destroyed. Because of me, because of my greed. But it was needed. We already are aware, because we saw the memories of our counterparts. If that is what happened to them, we don't want that to happen to us. We are ready to take this chance and stand with you. So let us help you building this alongside our friends. As Naruto, as he did with Kurama, was able to do this to the fellow Jinchurikis, and he became Naruto's general. And 10 years later, we see Naruto Uzumaki has built his own kingdom on the ashes of the elemental nations. And Naruto was again giving out chakra, but only to those who had the kindest of hearts. But those hearts were changed after gaining the chakra will not be able to use it. These were the conditions to be able to wield the power of chakra, to be kind-hearted and full of justice and just nature. And after that, we go towards Naruto and his castle where his queens were resting, which were Fu and Temari, both of whom he has married. And currently, we see him with his son and daughter, as both of them were studying hard as their father arrived and told them about the history finally and showed them their kingdom. It was a happy ending for Naruto. And in the deepest pits of hell where we see the Demon King Naruto sitting was the souls of everyone, as they were being used as prisoners for him and were conducted to a hard labor. As Minato got up, covered in black dust, as he looked towards his son with sorrowful eyes. Get back to work, you son of a bitch, said the Demon King Naruto with a smile, as in one of his hands was a wine glass, as on his lap was seated none other than Mito Uzumaki herself, who was married to him now, after falling in love with him. As, with closed eyes, he looked down and went back to work. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!